Grassley smacks the wind out of Schumer's sails. Vows to end Dems' witch hunt against Kavanaugh by Amy Moreno for truthfeednews.com. Chuck Grassley is not plating the Democrats' costly and time-wasting fishing game against SCOTUS nominee Judge Kavanaugh. Grassley vowed that he would not allow Democrats led by bitter and desperate Chuck Schumer to stall the nomination of Kavanaugh and will put a stop to their ridiculous demands for documents. Well, hallelujah, it's about time. From the Washington Examiner, Senate Judiciary Committee Chairman Chuck Grassley vowed late Monday that he wouldn't allow Democrats to stall the nomination of Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh by making unprecedented demands for documents on his records in the White House. You might as well give the memo to Rod Rosenstein, who's asking for documentation after documentation to look at Kavanaugh, to go search through Kavanaugh for Kavanaugh, anything against him. I mean, really? I mean, doesn't it show the DOJ is a biased group? They're not working for America. They're working for the corrupt. In an op-ed for the Wall Street Journal, Grassley said Democrats like Cryin Chuck Schumer of New York have already decided to oppose Kavanaugh anyway. That makes their demands for millions of pages of documents from this time in the Bush White House a move aimed at stalling a nominee they will never support. Democratic leaders are demanding access to every page from every email and every paper record from every one of the hundreds of White House aides who came and went during the entire 8 years of President Bush's time in office, Grassley wrote. This includes records that merely mention Judge Kavanaugh's name and records he's never seen. That is not reasonable, added Grassley. As I have made it clear, it will not put taxpayers on the hook for a fishing expedition. Exactly. We had enough with the fishing expedition of the hoax Mueller witch hunt, right? Let's add this on top. Anyway, Grassley said documents related to Kavanaugh's time as a White House staff secretary under President George W. Bush are decidedly less revealing about his judicial philosophy than his 12 years as a judge on the U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals. He also said those documents would be millions of pages that include sensitive information which could take years to sort through. But he said that's just what Democrats want. Their objective is to delay the confirmation process until after the midterm elections, with the hopes of taking control of the Senate, he wrote, and I might add, to impeaching Donald Trump through that. You see what their plan is? The next time you hear complaints about the Senate Judiciary Committee's vetting process, the most extensive and transparent in history, remember Mr. Schumer's pledge to oppose Judge Kavanaugh with everything he's got, Grassley said. How much more do Democratic leaders need to know when they're already voting no? Grassley and Senate Republicans are aiming to confirm Kavanaugh to the Supreme Court by September so he can sit for the court's new term that starts October 1st. You see, that's what they want to do. It's not that anything. They want to delay the process, cost us millions, and they're going to vote no anyway. So they want to have access to, documents that would take years to go through, and they're going to vote no anyway, just so they can get the control of the Senate, so they can start impeaching Trump. That's what their whole game plan is. But, at least Grassley stood up and said, we're not going through this garbage and putting the taxpayers on the hook, because you're going to vote no anyway. So give it a rest, vote no, and let's see what takes place. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.